So I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube about this Becker Bk9, especially from Prepared Mind 101. All I keep on hearing is Jessica and Becky, Jessica and Becky, Becky and Jessica. So, fuck Jessica, I wanted Becky. So I got Becky. Now, everybody has been down in the sheath, and they don't like it, but I think it's okay. I'm not really interested in spending, $100 on a sheath for it when it comes with one. But as you can find on YouTube, you can see a lot of people modifying these knives. And so that's what I decided to do. What I did was, as you can see, I have removed the stock retention strap, and yeah, just cut all that off. The Velcro, everything, we cut all that off, and I made my own. And I didn't need to get any pieces because it's all right here on the sheath. So I knew I wasn't going to be interested, and this is for you guys who were like me, I wasn't going to be interested in any type of Molly carry for this. And I got a Molly compatible sheath. There's tons of loops on here, and different ways to mount this on your pack if you wanted to. Now, there's a solid strap with a button that comes from under here, and this is so you can strap it down to your gear. Well, cut that off. Go right underneath here. Go right underneath the tag. And even underneath the China tag. And just snip it with a pair of scissors. And then pull it out of there. So what you end up with is a nice long strip of fabric. I'm not sure. It's not the same material that the sheath is made out of. It's this type of material, which they're a little bit different. And it has one end of a button on it, and you'll have this bare button here because once you string it through all of this here, and you just button it down for your Molly. But I'm not going to use it, so rip that out, cut it off. Then I was left with a strap that had one side of the button on it. So what I did was, forgive the blue, but this was all just a test and seems to be working just fine. What I did was I was left with this nice long strap here, and I thought to myself, why don't we just move that retention up a little bit? Because the bottom one, every time I would put it back, well, first off, from factory, it didn't fit. There was no way I could ever get it buttoned. There was no way in hell I could ever get it buttoned. So we cut that off. And then there's some Velcro here, and we cut that off. And you get all the thread out, and you're left with this bare spot. But I took the, I guess what you call it, the male side of the button off of the original retention strap, and this strap from the back here, and I sewed the button crudely, but it's on there. That ain't going anywhere. I sewed the button on to the end of that strap, and now it works fine. I don't know why nobody thought of this. I mean, it really is a nice sheath. It just had some flaws. Now, for what you're paying for this, I think I paid $72 for this. So, what you're paying for, you're getting quite a bit. Here's Becky. So like I said, what you're paying for, you get quite a bit. So we had to do something here. And now that other piece of button, instead of having that open spot there, just button it. You got a loop here, another loop under here, you know, loops all over the place. So with a little bit of paracord, you can mount this son of a bitch to anything you want. That strap that went down, it was unnecessary. Retention is very necessary. So not only did that button not fit, but every time I would return the knife to its sheath, I would just be cutting the hell out of it every single time. Every time I returned it to the sheath, I'd be cutting the hell out of it, and it was going to go. I got a camping trip coming up with a couple buddies, and there was no way that thing was going to last. So I moved the retention up here, and the button fits. It snaps down. It looks good. I'm gonna get some black thread, and we'll just cover up that blue as best we can. Not really necessary, but we'll do it. And it does its job. It will slide out just a bit, but I'm not hanging upside down anywhere. I'm not doing backflips with my gear on me. So this is all the retention I need. It just baffled me that nobody thought to do this. But I hope this video helps out somebody like me who doesn't want to spend the money yet on a nice sheath and just wants to use that stock one for a while until you can't afford a nice sheath, or this one plumb gives up on you. Becker Bk9, way better sheath.